The most enjoyable part of the driving actually was when you're coming off roundabouts, because that's when it really exhibits all the kind of traits you'd want of a front-wheel drive hatchback, and it is fun. I don't think that it being an EV makes any change to that for me, because how many front-wheel drive hatchbacks have really incredible engines? None. And even if they did, I would still probably quite happily drive this, because it is fun. It's got such instant torque. It accelerates really well off a roundabout. It may not accelerate as hard as you'd want out of at motorway speeds, but actually I think it's got plenty of power for what I'd like. So that's good. The first impressions are really, really good. I think for what we need, it really, really works. I think for what most people need, it works. And even for myself, I think I cover anywhere between 35,000 and 50,000 miles a year, generally, just depending on what I'm doing. And I think I could probably quite easily do 50 to 60% of my mileage in this car without any public charging. I can't charge at home, but I can charge at work. And I think still I could do that. And I think you probably get another 10 or 15% on top of that with easy public charging without having to change the way I do things. I think it's got plenty of range for that. I think it actually works. So for me, I think there's no reason I couldn't even have one and make my life certainly a lot easier, and also a lot cheaper, because let's be honest, this is much cheaper to run in terms of charging than even just the servicing of one of my old cars. So really, if I was sensible, I'd have one of these myself, or the Alpine version. Whether I can remain convinced that much is that's a big question. I'm a bit of a modern car skeptic rather than an EV skeptic, but we'll see. I think I really do actually like the little 5. I think it's quite nice on first impressions. So we're going to see if we can put some miles on it. I'm hoping to do about 500 or more miles in it in the time I've got it, which should be a good test. But so far we're doing well. Like I said, we're about 70, 80 miles in. So we'll see how it goes.